We've got a story about a UFO that crashes in ancient Rome. It's like Independence Day meets us. The year is 79 AD. The place is a small village outside of Rome. The Roman Empire is huge, wealthy, and very, very xenophobic. When an enormous flying fortress falls from the sky and lands in a field, the locals naturally assume it's a cyclops, so they run to tell the nearest legionary outpost, where the assembled soldiers argue about what to do next. Is it a temple of a foreign god? Is it a dragon's lair? The most level-headed suggests sending a letter to the emperor asking for guidance, but the hot-headed one to attack immediately. And since this is a story about soldiers, the hot-headed win. The problem is, the fortress is defended by powerful magic. Javelins bounce off its hull, returning catapults can't breach its thick metal walls, and any soldier who gets too close is instantly vaporized by an invisible energy beam. That's right. This is asymmetric warfare at its finest. Our heroes are the epitome of Roman military discipline and organization. Their tactics are based on interlocking shield walls, javelins, and a slow, deliberate advance. The UFO's defenders use guerrilla tactics, hit-and-run strategies, invisibility, cloaking, sonic attacks, and drones. All these are perceived by the Romans as magic or the wrath of a god. The Romans have no choice but to use their wits to defeat this enemy. They try to lure it into traps, then ambush Italiano. They attempt to blind its sensors by reflecting sunlight from their shields. They flood the crater with water. They even tried to kill it with the primitive explosives of the era, Greek fire. But there's also a human cost to this war. Every day, more and more soldiers break and flee. Others become fanatical, believing it's a war against the very forces of hell. The centurions have to keep them together, not with promises of plunder, but with the argument that they're fighting for Rome itself, for all of mankind. What's more, this story should be told from the enemy's point of view as well. We should see the battle through its terrified eyes. To the defender, these Romans are nothing but brutal. Primitive savages who attack without warning and wield weapons of mass destruction. All it wants to do is repair its damaged comms array and call for extraction. If that fails, it will be forced to scuttle the ship and destroy its advanced tech to prevent it from being reverse-engineered. The ending should be bittersweet. Perhaps the Romans finally overload the ship escort and destroy it, along with themselves in a brilliant fireball that becomes local legend. Or maybe the defenders finally killed in close combat. Its alien blood proves corrosive to iron, revealing a surprising fragility. But perhaps the most terrifying ending would be if the defender manages to send a distress signal before dying, leaving us to wonder if we won the battle, only to lose the coming war. This is a story about the clash of paradigms, of discipline versus chaos, of a civilization at the peak of its power versus an enemy that quite literally makes no sense. It's grounded historical military fiction meets chilling sci-fi horror. The story should be told from the perspective of a Roman soldier. We should experience the visceral sensation of the clash between two radically different worlds. The smell of ozone and burnt meat, the unnatural hum, the sight of a comrade lifted into the air by an unseen force, the sudden bloom of an energy weapon. And this force should feel truly alien, not just advanced human tech, but something that violates the laws of nature itself.